This video demonstrates a manual hire for a new employee. Click the ePath tile from the Workspace homepage. The Add a New Person button appears for users who have the HR operations role. This button has a setup field that controls which roles have access to Add a New Person. Click the Add a New Person button. Enter name information and the employee ID provided by the Identity Management Office. Enter home address. Enter phone and email address. This form allows up to 2 email addresses. Click Next to continue to the next page. Enter birth date and other demographic information. The Social Security number field validates the value is 9 characters. Fields with valid lookup values use drop-downs and prompts. Enter visa information for non-U.S. citizens. The dual agency field was created for a client to track employees who might work at multiple state agencies. This information is tracked on the prior work experience page in PeopleSoft. Enter one or more ethnic groups. Enter one or more rows of degree information. Degree information at this client is tracked on the Person Profiles page. Enter an effective date. The employee group is an optional setup that a client can use to segment their employee populations and drive form logic. This form updates employee group based on a setup table. Enter position and/or job information. This form accommodates both position and non-positioned employees. Clients can add as many or as few job fields as necessary. This form defaults holiday schedule based on a setup table designed by the client. Click Next to continue to the next page. Salary admin plan and grade default into the form based on the job code selected. Enter rate code. The frequency, pay group, and employee type fields default based on the comp rate code selected. Enter base salary. Enter department budget distribution for this position or appointment. The distribution grid segment uses a custom lookup window that allows users to look up valid combination code values based on any part of the chart string they know. The amount and distribution percent calculate from the base salary entered. The percent total validates the distribution will always equal 100% prior to form approval. Enter any additional pay details required. This segment also allows alternate split funding for additional pays using the same chart string lookup window. The source of funding segment was added by this client to track federal, state, or other funding sources for special positions. This information is tracked on a custom client page. Click Next to continue to the next page. Enter any tenure information for faculty. This information also is tracked on a custom client page in PeopleSoft. The Employees Benefit Program defaults based on a setup table designed by the client. It uses compensation frequency, standard hours, and a couple of custom fields to determine benefits eligibility. The remainder of this form allows for custom position and employee information to be entered. Click Next to continue. Select an action. This form uses a setup table designed by the client to determine which actions and action reasons will be allowed on this form. The available reasons are filtered by the action already selected. The Employee Selection Grid is designed to provide the user visibility into any existing job records a potential new employee might have. Administrative users have the opportunity to decide if a new job record should be created or if an existing job record should be used for the action. Click Submit to start the approval workflow. This form is now ready for the first approver. A notification has been set up so this approver gets an email that the form is ready for them to evaluate. The email contains a link that opens the form in Evaluate mode. When this form is fully approved, it updates up to 14 PeopleSoft pages: personal data, military discharge date, prior work experience, identification or citizenship data, position, custom state position data, job, custom employment data, person profiles, additional pay, retirement plans, ACA eligibility, department budget, and user profile. Thanks for watching, and look for the next video in this series, correcting invalid values from an external integration file.